Now see here, in previous lecture we have gone through the electric field at an axial point due to dipole. Now we have clearly understood what is dipole. Dipole which we have got basically is the pair of charges which are separated, opposite charges, separated by a very small distance. Okay. In previous lecture we have determined the electric field at an axis, at an axial point. Now here we are going to discuss at equatorial point. Okay. So I am assuming a point from this center, which I am calling it as a O. Here I am taking it as a A, and here it is a B. At A, minus Q charge is there, and at B there is a plus Q charge. Now if we see, if we are taking a point, we are taking it at a point P, which is, we can say like this. Now the point which we have taken at equatorial, now we are putting, if we want to determine electric field at any point, always we are assuming that we are keeping a unit positive charge, and the electric field, the definition of the electric field is that the force experienced by a unit positive charge. So here we are going with that. Okay, so here it is a positive charge and this is also a positive charge. So there will be a electric force, Coulombic force, which will be a repulsive. So that's why its direction is like this. It is in the direction from B to P. We can say the force which is acting from B to P in this direction. Okay. Since it is a vector quantity that we know very well, electric field. Now the direction of electric field, we call it as a plus Q, which is because of these two charges. Now here we have minus Q charge and here it is unit positive charge. So there will be a force of attraction in this direction. Okay. So we have got a force which is acting in this direction. This is the direction. So we can say electric field at point P, because of plus Q charge, that we are calling it as a plus Q, which will be in this direction. Similarly, we are having an electric field at P, because of minus Q charge. This will be given by this, and the direction will be from P to A. From P to A. So the direction which we have taken is from P to A. Now these two electric field which are acting in this direction. Okay. Now here what we have got? We have got the resultant of this electric field. We can say this is the resultant of electric field E. Electric field. Now this distance which from here O to P, we are taking a distance which is R. OP we are taking it as an R. This distance is R. Okay. Here we have this O is at center point. Now we are assuming this angle is theta. Similarly, this angle is also theta, and same here we are assuming this angle is theta. Okay. Now see here what is happening here. What we are getting here, we are getting an electric field in this direction, electric field in this direction, and because of that we are getting an electric field because of these two. Means this is a resultant electric field which is acting in this direction, and the dipole moment which is acting in this direction. The dipole moment of this dipole, which we have labeled it as AB, which is acting in this direction, which is separated by distance 2A, and this distance we have assumed from O to P, that is R. Okay. Now if you want to know the electric field at this point P because of plus Q charge that we are going to see now. Electric field because of, so it will be 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught into this Q upon this distance. Now we have to take this distance. Now if we are taking this distance, we have to go with the Pythagoras because this distance is r and this distance we are having this like this, and this angle is theta. So this distance from P from B to B, that will be r square plus a square under root. Okay. So here we are having this r square plus a square 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon r square basically, but here we are having this distance, so we are taking this distance which is r square plus a square. Similarly, if we go with this, the same distance is here, so electric field because of the minus Q charge at point P will be given by 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon r square plus a square. Okay, now we have got these electric fields which are acting in this direction and the resultant field which we want to know. Just I am going to try to understand it. We are getting this electric field and this electric field because of the charge, and the resultant which we have got this E. Now it is making an angle theta. That diagram I am taking it again. Now there will be two components of electric field, one in this direction, that is because of the EQ, so we call it as a EQ sin theta, and this component which is acting in this direction, which is this one, we will calling it as a EQ cos theta. Okay. Similarly, if we go with this, the electric field because of the negative charge Q, because of this, so here we are again taking a electric component of this. One is horizontal component and another one is vertical component, that is going to be this. Here it is again we are having Q cos theta because of this and because of this. We are having this. So you will see the components which we have got. Now these two components, you will see the magnitude of these E cube and E minus Q. Both are same. Here this E cube and this E cube is having same magnitude, but their direction is opposite to each other. If their direction is opposite to each other, what we are getting? We are getting these two components which are acting opposite to each other, they will cancel out. Means this component E cube sin theta, E cube E plus cube sin theta and E minus cube sin theta will get cancelled to each other. Okay, so ultimately only these two components which are giving us the electric field. So we can say the electric field, because of this total electric field which we are getting, E cube cos theta plus E cube cos theta, again both are acting in the same direction, so we have added it. Now see here the dipole moment which is acting in this direction. See here, if we see this, the dipole moment acting in this direction and the electric field is acting in the opposite direction, so we are taking it this with E unit vector. Okay, so ultimately what we have got now, we have got this minus 2 times E cube cos theta with unit vector. The total electric field because of this. Now we can substitute this value over here, minus 2 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q r square plus a square cos theta into P unit vector. Now see here, we have to determine now cos theta. Okay. Now for cos theta we know that cos theta is equal to base upon hypotenuse. Now here if we go with this, base is here, that is a, this distance, and hypotenuse is under root r square plus a square. Okay. Now we can substitute this here. So ultimately what we are getting, 2 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q r square plus a square cos theta, which we are taking it here, a upon under root r square plus a square p unit vector. Okay. So here what we are getting, we are just going through it, we are getting this minus 2 times a cube upon 4 pi epsilon naught, this r square plus a square, its power is 1, इसकी पावर कितनी है 1 है, उसकी पावर जो है r square plus a square whole to the power 1 by 2. The power will be added, and what we are going to have, r square plus a square whole to the power 3 by 2 and p unit vector. So we are getting the electric field at equatorial, so I am putting equatorial here. Now we have got this result. This is the result which we are having here. Okay. Now we will go we have got this. Now here we have got this E equatorial, which is now 2aq. We know what is 2aq. 2aq, which is dipole moment P. So we are replacing this 2aq by P. So P under root 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught is there, multiplied it with this P, and this has become r square plus a square whole to the power 3 by 2. This. Now see here, the electric field which is acting in this direction and the dipole moment which is acting in the opposite direction. So we can say the electric field at equatorial point is antiparallel to the electric field, to the dipole moment, dipole moment. So mathematically, a magnitude, what we are getting here, E equatorial, which is equals to P upon 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught into P upon r square plus a square whole to the power 3 by 2. This is the magnitude which we are getting. Okay, this is the final answer, final expression. Now if we go through it, the expression which we have got, again if we assume basically this distance is a very small distance, the separation is a very small separation. Okay, now if this separation is very small and this r is at the higher side, means if we are assuming r is much greater than a, what will happen, that we are going to see here. So equatorial will be 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught into P, which is dipole moment, which we have got it here, and we are calculating our electric field at equatorial point due to dipole. That's why we have to represent it in terms of P. Okay, now see here, r square, r is much greater than this a, so we are having this. So finally we can write it here, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught P r to the power 3 equatorial got this. So at equatorial point, if we are assuming this distance is much greater than a, 2a, here we are having 2a, but we have taken r is much greater than a, then this value is going to be E equatorial is equals to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught into P upon R cube. Okay. So this way we can determine the electric field at an equatorial point due to dipole. Okay. Now we have gone through the electric field because of the equator, because of at equatorial. We have got this, and we have also got at axis. Now at axis, E axial, that we have already determined. Here we are assuming it R is much greater than A. That expression I am going to take here. We are getting 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught into 2p upon R cube, which we have got in case of electric field at axis because of the dipole. Okay. Now similarly, just we have got E equatorial 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught, which is P upon R cube. Now if we compare these two, where we are getting more electric field or whatever, what is the comparison between these two? So when we are comparing these two, just we are going to take its ratio, or we are dividing E axial by E equatorial. What we are getting, that we will see. 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught, 2p upon R cube, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught, P upon R cube. So if we go through it, this is going to be cancelled, this is going to be cancelled, P is also going to be cancelled. Here what we are getting means the ratio which we are taking it here, E axial, I am writing it here, E axial upon E equatorial, which is going to be equal to 2, or we can say here E at electric field at axis will be 2 times the electric field at equatorial. So if we have taken the same distance, here we have taken R, and in previous case means in the case of axial point we have also taken R from the center. And we are here assume that R is much greater than A. So what we are getting the magnitude which is coming this in case of equatorial. Similarly, we have got the magnitude in axial. We are having this. If we are comparing this, what we are finding? The axial at axis, the electric field because of the dipole means at this point in this axis, it is 2 times the equatorial electric field which we are getting at equatorial point at the same distance. So or we can say at equatorial the electric field because of the dipole is equal to 1 by 2 the electric field which we are getting at axis. So we can conclude the comparison over here also. Okay.